let's expand this expression. The way we do this is by multiplying the term on the outside of the brackets by each individual term on the inside of the brackets. So this becomes 2 times a plus 2 times 3. And so we have 2a plus 6. And that is the expanded form of these brackets. Now let's try another example. 3 brackets y plus 4. I do 3 times y plus 3 times 4. And so we've multiplied 3 by the first term in the brackets and then also by the second term in the brackets. And so then, simplifying, we have 3y plus 12. And that's the answer for this expression. Now let's try with a minus sign. 3 brackets a minus 4. So how do we do this one? Similar to the others, first we have 3 times a. And now for the second term, we would have plus 3 times minus 4. And so when we simplify it, 3 times a is 3a. And then minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. And so in this case, anything plus minus can be simplified to just minus. So 3a plus minus 12 can be written as 3a minus 12. And that's the answer to expanding these brackets. So let's try another example. Expand 5 times brackets 2x plus 1. And so, similarly to the other time, you want to multiply the term on the outside, this 5, by each of the individual terms inside the brackets. And so expanding, we get 5 times 2x plus 5 times 1. And now, 5 times 2x is 10x, and 5 times 1 is just 5. So this is the answer to expanding those brackets. Our next example is minus 2 times brackets a plus 5. So the only thing that's changed here is now we have a minus number on the outside of the brackets, but everything still works the same. So we begin by doing minus 2 times a, which is the outside term multiplied by the first term in the brackets, and then plus minus 2 times 5. Minus 2 times a is just minus 2a plus minus 2 times 5, which is minus 10. And like before, anytime you have plus, minus, and then a number, it can be written as just minus that number. So our final answer for this question is minus 2a minus 10. And we've expanded the brackets. Now, for the next example, we have minus 3 brackets x minus 2. So let's expand this one. First, we have minus 3 times x. And then we have plus minus 3 times minus 2. So let's simplify this now. minus 3 times x is just minus 3x. And then over here, minus 3 times minus 2. Anytime you have a negative number multiplied by another negative number, the answer is positive. So minus 3 times minus 2 is positive 6. So now we have minus 3x plus 6, because the two negatives cancel out whenever you do multiplication or division. And that is how you would expand these brackets. We have b brackets, b plus 4. And so now instead of having a constant term outside the brackets, we have a variable. And the way we expand stays the same. We just have to follow the rules in algebra. So the outside term multiplied by the first is b times b. And then the outside term multiplied by the second is plus b times 4. So now, b times b, according to algebra rules, is b squared. And b times 4 is just 4b. So our answer is b squared plus 4b. And that's how you would expand those brackets. Try the next example. So 2x brackets 3x minus 5. So how would we do this one? First, we multiply the term on the outside of the brackets by the first term inside the brackets. So we have 2x multiplied by 3x. And then plus, and then we multiply the outside term by the second term in the brackets. So we have 2x times minus 5. Now we can simplify the expression. There's two things we need to focus on for 2x times 3x. First, there's the coefficients. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then there's the variables. X times x is x squared. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. And then for the second half of the expression, 2x times minus 5. Here we focus on the coefficients. So 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. And the x just remains. And so now we have a plus and a minus. So we can write as the final answer 6x squared minus 10x. For the next example, we have 2 times x plus 3 plus 3 times x minus 1. And so now we've got two brackets to expand in the expression, which we can then simplify. And to do that, we follow the same rules as the previous questions. So let's first begin by focusing on the first expansion. So expanding the outside term multiplied by the first term in the brackets is 2 times x. And then we have the outside term multiplied by the second term in the brackets. So plus 2 times 3. And now we've began expanding the first set of brackets. Now let's focus on the second half, on this one. So now in the same line of working that we've got here, we do 3 times x plus 3 times minus 1. And now, let's go step by step and simplify this expression. Beginning here, 2 times x can be written as just 2x, plus 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 3 times x, which is just 3x plus 3 times minus 1, which is negative 3. So plus negative 3. And now we can simplify this expression even further by collecting like terms and simplifying the constants. So first we have 2x, and now you got to take note of the sign to the left of its like terms. So 2x plus 3x becomes 5x, and then positive 6 plus minus 3 is the same as writing 6 minus 3. And so our final answer is 5x plus 3. And that's the answer to expanding those brackets. Now let's try one last example. Expand these brackets. 4 times x plus 2 minus 3 times x minus 5. And so, as we begin with the first on the left-hand side, 4 times x plus 4 times 2. And that's the first brackets expanded. And now moving on to the second brackets. Now the important tip here, the trick that a lot of people might fall into, is forgetting about this minus sign next to the 3. Now this minus sign means every term on the inside of the brackets needs to be multiplied by minus 3. So to begin, minus 3 times x. So plus minus 3 times x plus minus 3 times minus 5. And now we've expanded out the brackets and we can simplify the terms. So let's go step by step. At the beginning, 4 times x is just 4x plus 4 times 2, which is 8, plus minus 3 times x. So this is the same as writing plus minus 3x, and then we have plus minus 3 times minus 5. So going back to before, a negative multiplied by a negative is a positive. So minus 3 times minus 5 is positive 15. And now we can collect the like terms and simplify this expression even further. So 4x plus minus 3x is the same as 4x minus 3x. So 4x minus 3x is just x plus 8 plus 15. And so our final answer is x plus 23. And that's how you would expand those brackets.